The court does call the case of the both state of Michigan versus Caleb Ricardo Smith.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Good afternoon, Judge Lawrence H. Margolis on behalf of Mr. Smith, who is in custody.
Yes. We're having him brought out now.
I had a very
Super stop.
Okay.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
Hold on. Fire.
Buddy.
Oh, get the more stuff. Yeah, I don't think I did anything with it. No, I didn't. That's.
Do you want me to talk?
Yeah. All right.
This isn't just another court appearance, it's a second chance. And it's fragile. Caleb Smith already lost his bond for telling the truth. Now he's back in court, hoping the judge will give him one more opportunity. But the big question...
Set this hearing, and the defendant is present. I set this hearing after the court finding a bond violation and had revoked the defendant's bond. I set this hearing giving an opportunity for reconsideration of that bond issue.
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, I'm in the courtroom today with my client's mother, Nicole Barrow, his brother, Uncle Gino's in the courtroom, as well as Gino Jr., as well as Raymond Spears.
Okay, you just gave me three. I have no idea who that Gino is.
Yeah. Reno. And Raymond Spears is his old football coach. They're all here in support of young Mr. Smith. Your Honor, we were here last Thursday, and it was a PCC. Your Honor requested, asked the people requested to amend the bond and change it from a PR bond. We discussed it a little bit, and then Your Honor asked Mr. Smith whether he had been using marijuana, and he honestly said that he was, and Your Honor revoked his bond.
Will honesty help him or hurt him? Here's the twist. Caleb openly admitted to using marijuana, which was a clear breach of his bond conditions. Legally,
we're here today.
Well, I was kind of like that. I asked him would he pass a drug test.
Correct. Thank you, Judge. To remind the court, this is young Mr. Smith's first criminal charges lifetime. He has a perfect record at school. He was on his way to 4.0 grades until last semester when his grades declined. It is no coincidence that he has now, that's when his problems with the law.
That's a serious issue. But morally, it's not so black and white. Courts value honesty, but they also expect full compliance. This is where things get complicated.
Again, he was not attending to his duties at school. He was sort of hanging out with the wrong crowd, not to justify or offer an excuse, but here we are today. It was charged originally, this case that is in front of us was charged in juvenile court. He spent 4 days in custody. After that, he was released from custody. We went in front of the juvenile court judge and the case was dismissed, and then he was charged in adult court. The charges are very serious. I can approach and we can discuss a little bit about the biggest charge if Your Honor would like to hear. I believe he has there are compelling defenses to that. The short of it is we're seeking to have him placed back on his house arrest tether, so he can go to school, so he can go to church, so he can do the right thing and be around his family and have the support of his family and handle these cases on all fours. He is presumed innocent. This is a good young man. I have faith in this young man, and I'm here for the duration.
Anything from the people?
Your Honor, people already stated their position on Thursday. The only thing that I have to add from that previous argument is that I do have some concerns being released under the same or similar conditions as before of the GPS tether with allowances for church and school. I believe the defendant stated at the last hearing that he got the marijuana from school. And so I'm concerned about releasing him and then putting him back in the same environment where he got the marijuana that led to this violation in the first place. Thank you.
I would just suggest the court may, if Your Honor was inclined to reconsider, may institute a testing regimen would be something this young man should be responsible to and could handle.
Well, and I appreciate what the people are saying. The other issue in this one that plagued me since I put him in, and those of you that know me know that it would, and that is that if he stays incarcerated, maybe that might be the right decision for most. What I then know is he doesn't graduate. And then at the end of it all, I don't know what we have. That's about it.
Let's ask you, should someone face harsher consequences for telling the truth, even if it means admitting a mistake? Or should honesty count for something? Share your thoughts below.
Young man, what? So when you spent the 4 days before, that was in a juvenile facility.
No, it was here in a holding cell.
They didn't, for some reason, they weren't able to hold him in the juvenile facility, Judge.
So what have you been thinking about?
Like recently?
Well, you got locked up.
This is where law meets conscience. You could see the judge struggling. Should he stick strictly to the rules or consider the bigger picture? If Caleb stays locked up, he may not finish school.
Now, unless your mind shut down, what have you been thinking about?
I've been thinking about first how right you were, and that I did learn my lesson, and that my actions do have consequences, and then this is a very serious matter, and that I do not want to be here, and not, it's more like this place shows me that I'm not like supposed to be here, and that
What you were telling me earlier today.
And that I've been thinking about, going to school. I've been thinking about graduating to go to college. I've been thinking about my relationship with God, and that how I can become a better person, and that sorry, Your Honor. And pretty much like how I can improve myself as a better person. And that's what I've been practicing while I've been there. And so I can, when I'm out, I can become a better person, show you, not with just my words, but with my actions.
Why are your grades slipping?
Well,
Because see, here's the thing. If I were to reinstate your bond, put you back out there, problem's going to be is that if you're failing out of school, my major motivation for even giving you that opportunity isn't there.
On your grades.
okay, yeah. Well, yeah. So, ever since I've been out, my grades has been improving. I have screenshots to prove that I have A+ right now. My lowest grade right now is a C. I believe a C.
In what?
A C in 1 second, Your Honor. I'm trying to think. I have an A+ in accounting too. A C in a C in newspaper. I just it's a newspaper entertainment. I had a missing assignment that I haven't turned in.
What should your grades be?
All A+, Your Honor. Or at least passing. Or not at least passing, but A's and B's. But I'm shooting for all A's.
But if he's released and slips up again, the judge bears the responsibility. It's a tough call. When Caleb finally speaks, he's honest. No excuses, just self-reflection. He talks about school.
And you shouldn't even be thinking, there shouldn't even be a C on any. Mom, anything you want to say?
Please step up.
You'll have to stay right there.
Oh,
Thank you. I have time that's up in counseling. To go to Thrive Works in Ann Arbor for not just him, but for family. Also, I looked into him being into a mentorship program. Along with his football coach, started a program called Pathways Careers to Careers. And he said he'd be willing to mentor him along with his older brother who's starting U of M in the fall for software engineering, and his uncle. I got them in their lives, and then now I have more time off from work to be able to. They understand what's going on, to be able to get him on the right track. That's my goal. If I gotta monitor him, take him to school, be there. I got engaged with the teachers. They just assumed that he had been ill, so they've been allowing him to make up the work. His grades have come back up. They're all missing him. He's well liked in his whole school, principal, everybody. They've known him since elementary. Because when we came up here, he was in the 5th grade. And make sure that he's no contact with any of the kids that were grown.
Pardon?
The other kids grown, and I make sure that he's no contact with them now. Taking his phone. He doesn't have it. Have a new number. And I actually have it linked to my iCloud, so I'm able to view all of his activities through my cell phone.
You're hanging around a bunch of grown men. Maybe.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm. It was a mistake.
So when you went to jail, did you feel grown? Because I can there's a whole lot of grown folks back there if that's what you want to.
Well, his faith, and the changes he wants to make. This isn't just courtroom talk. It's a young man trying to take responsibility. And then there's his mother. She's
You know something? Do you remember what I told you about respect on Thursday? Or did your head just shut off at some point?
No, I remember, Your Honor.
What did I tell you?
Tell me respect. It's like, oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, you told me to respect my mother, and that if I can't respect my mother or the court, then that's a problem. And I do remember, Your Honor. And I would like to say that I am like these 4 days, it may seem little, but it was a lot to me. And I really had time to think about it and on respect and the lengths that my mother is going for me. And the least I can do is to respect her to my full extent.
You know what's funny? I mean, I hear you, and to the extent you can understand it, you understand it, but you're never, until you are one, going to ever understand the sacrifice of a parent. You're just not, you're not going to get it. Because I don't know if you slept while you were there, but she probably hasn't slept the moment I put you back there. You didn't see. I mean, she knows they're serious charges, but you did not see your mother's reaction when I said, and I'll admit I was kind of yelling at you, that you're facing light. And I saw your mother's reaction. Because no matter what it is, no matter what's going on or anything, no matter how stupid you get, you're still her baby. If you can't respect her, and I told you this, I will. You need to respect the court orders. You need to respect your mother. You need to respect yourself. But I've been doing this a long time, and I figure somebody that can't respect their mother, probably shouldn't be out there walking around and doing anything. Man, you took time out. What were you talking about work?
My health isn't so good. I can't figure out. I've been on a trial study once in a while. My lungs. I don't smoke or anything. They don't know. I've been seeing a pulmonologist, and
So you're just off. So right now you're off of work.
yes. It's not because of him. It's my health. It's before that.
Yeah, but him doing what he's doing can't help.
But he's clear to me. I've never had any issues about it. So this is why it's a shocker. All a shock. All of us. We all are shocked.
Your school on a 4-point schedule.
Sorry, I don't.
What's the highest grade point you can get? Is it 4 or 5 or 4?
I think 4.0. 4.0 is the highest you can get.
The real strength behind him, with a plan for counseling, mentoring, daily oversight, and even monitoring his phone activity. Support like that matters, and judges notice.
Not going to put a cash component on it at this point. I'm going to reinstate this previous bond with conditions that you're to test 3 times per week.
Judge says it best. She probably hasn't slept since you were taken in. This case is about more than rules. It's about real people, real families, and real consequences. In the end, the judge gives Caleb another chance, but under strict conditions, regular drug testing, a required GPA, total accountability. He's not in the clear, he's on probation, and one mistake could land him right back in custody. The second chance is his. The question now is, can he live up to it?
Anything show up in your system, young man, you're going back. I'm not having a bond here. I'm just going to revoke. You are also, to work your way, I want to see a 3.5 grade point average or above. Hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
So if this case is still before me and as you approach graduation and you're not near that 3.5, you know where you're going to go? Right back. Because what that just tells me is you're not applying yourself. Is there anything you're unclear about?
No,
You understand very clearly, I hope, that this is not a game.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
All right? To the extent you think it's a game, you don't want to play that with me. We clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
Probable cause conference, March 6th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, folks.
Good luck.
Well,
You got a chance.
Ruling today, did the judge make the right decision? Caleb was given one more chance, but under strict conditions. Was it justice or a risky move? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with the ruling? For more real courtroom stories, don't forget to subscribe.